Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to dive into something kind of interesting.
Always. What are we digging into today?
So, we're going to be talking about positivity coaching,
Okay.
and we'll be looking at this book I found on Amazon. It's
Hmm.
called Positivity Coaching: Tools to Manifest Yourself and Change Your World in Your Own Way.
Catchy.
Right, by Angelos de Lopez.
Okay.
And in the excerpt, it mentions that he's helped like tons of people.
Like how many?
I think it was something like he's coached for over 20,000 hours,
Wow.
which is a wild amount.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, and in something like 140 different countries.
Seriously.
Yeah,
That's more than I
I know.
that's got to be most of them.
It's a lot of countries, yeah.
This guy's been around.
Yeah, he's worked with everyone from regular people to CEOs and big-time executives.
Huh. So not just like life coaching, but like career coaching too.
Yeah, it seems like it. I mean, he even mentions working with other coaches.
Whoa, coaching the coaches, huh? Okay, so this is high level stuff.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see what we can glean from this.
Me too.
So I guess to kick things off, what even IS positivity coaching?
Yeah, is it like just thinking happy thoughts all the time?
That's what I'm wondering. Like when I hear positivity, I think of those cheesy motivational posters.
Right. Hang in there, kitten.
Exactly.
With the little cat clinging to a branch.
Yes. So I'm hoping it's a little deeper than that.
Me too. Although, hey, sometimes little cheesy motivation is what you need.
True.
But yeah, there's got to be more to it.
Okay, so from what I gathered from the book description,
Yeah.
it seems like positivity coaching is more about this idea of taking control of your life and making positive changes.
Okay, so less about just feeling good and more about actually taking action.
Yeah, exactly. It's about setting goals
Mm,
and then actually creating a plan to achieve them.
got it.
And it's about approaching challenges, with a more what's the word?
A positive outlook.
Yes. Thank you. Not ignoring the problems, but seeing them as opportunities to learn and grow.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
And I feel like, especially in today's world where everything's so fast-paced and, kind of crazy,
Absolutely.
having that positive mindset can be, I don't know, almost like a superpower.
Yeah, like a way to stay grounded amidst the chaos.
Exactly.
So it's not about pretending everything's perfect.
No.
It's about, like you said, facing those challenges head on, but with a more empowered mindset.
Exactly.
Okay, so this Angelos guy,
Yeah.
he's clearly onto something with this whole positivity coaching thing.
Right. With all those credentials, he has to be doing something right.
Yeah, 20,000 hours of coaching is no joke.
No, it's not. So I'm really curious to see, what his specific methods are.
Me too, me
Right.
too. Like, what makes his approach unique?
Right. And how can we, take those methods and actually apply them to our own lives?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Right. Because what good is all this knowledge if we can't actually put it into practice?
Exactly.
So I guess that's our mission for this deep dive.
I'm in.
Awesome. All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
So I'm flipping through the book here.
Yeah.
And one thing that stood out to me was this idea of agency over urgency.
Oh, I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it really got me thinking because, how often are we just, reacting to things?
All the time, right.
Yes. Instead of, actually making conscious choices.
Like we're on autopilot,
Exactly.
just going through the motions.
And I feel like this whole idea of agency, really resonating with positivity coaching.
Totally. Because if you're always just reacting to things, you're never really in control.
Right, exactly.
But when you have agency,
Mm-hmm.
you're making conscious choices. You're setting your own course.
Yeah, it's like you're taking back the reins,
Exactly.
instead of letting life just, happen to you.
It's empowering, right?
It is. And that actually reminds me of this other part in the book where Angelos talks about the importance of identifying your values.
Oh, that's huge.
Right. Because, how can you make conscious choices if you don't even know what's important to you?
Exactly. Like, what are your guiding principles?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you stand for?
It's you need that solid foundation
Absolutely.
before you can, build a life that you truly love.
It's like, imagine trying to build a house without a blueprint.
Ooh, good analogy.
Right. You need that foundation to build something strong and lasting.
Exactly. And I feel like positivity coaching, gives you the tools to both identify those values
Mm-hmm.
and then, create a plan to actually live by them.
And that's where the real magic happens.
Right.
When you're living in alignment with your values.
Yes.
That's when you find true fulfillment.
Okay, so this might sound kind of cheesy, but
Oh, listen.
I'm already starting to feel more empowered just talking about this.
Me too.
I could see how this approach could really help people make positive changes in their lives.
Yeah, it's not just some fluffy feel-good stuff.
No, not at all.
There's real substance here.
Yeah, there's like a framework,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
It's not just like, oh, be positive. It's like, here are the steps you can take.
Actionable steps.
Yes.
I like it.
And that actually reminds me, there was this one customer review on Amazon
Oh, yeah.
that really stuck with me.
What did it say?
It was from this woman named Eva, and she's like a certified coach herself.
Okay, so she knows her stuff.
Yeah. And she was saying how much she loved the book
Mm-hmm.
and how practical and insightful she found it.
That's awesome.
Right. And I don't know, it just felt really reassuring, to hear that from someone who's actually in the field.
Yeah, totally. Like, it's not just us getting excited about this.
Right.
This is something that's resonating with actual coaches.
Exactly. Like, if she's recommending it, it must be good.
Exactly. So, okay, I'm curious.
Yeah.
What else does this Angelos guy have to say?
Oh, there's so much more to dig into.
Yeah. Good, because I'm ready to keep this deep dive going.
Same here. So we've been talking about this whole idea of agency.
Right, taking control, making conscious choices.
Exactly. And I'm thinking, like, how does that actually play out in real life,
What are some practical steps we can take?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's easy to talk about these concepts, but how do we actually integrate them into our daily routine?
Right, it has to be more than just like a nice idea.
Exactly. So I'm flipping through the book here, and Angelos talks about this idea of starting small.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, because it can be overwhelming, right? To think about like completely overhauling your life.
Oh, totally. It's like, where do you even begin?
Right. So he suggests like picking one small area of your life
Mhm.
where you want to feel more in control.
Okay, that's manageable.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like your morning routine
Mhm.
or like how you manage your to-do list.
Yeah, something specific.
Exactly. And then like really focusing on making conscious choices in that area.
I see. So instead of hitting snooze and rushing out the door.
Right. You're like setting your alarm a little earlier,
Yes.
giving yourself time for like a mindful breakfast or some exercise.
Exactly. And over time, those small changes can have a ripple effect.
Right. Because you're building momentum,
Exactly. And like proving to yourself that you can make changes.
gaining confidence.
Yes. And then you can start tackling bigger and bigger areas of your life.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And another thing he talks about is the importance of self-reflection.
Oh, that's huge.
Right. Because like, how can you make positive changes if you don't even know what's not working?
Exactly. Like you got to be honest with yourself about what you want to change.
Yes. And Angeles suggests like setting aside some time each day, even if it's just for a few minutes, to like journal or meditate and just like check in with yourself.
See how you're feeling.
Exactly. And like identify any areas where you might be feeling stuck or, not in control.
So it's like taking inventory.
Yes. And once you've identified those areas.
And you can start making a plan. Exactly. So I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty inspired right now.
Me too. This has been a really insightful deep dive.
It has. I feel like I've learned so much about positivity coaching.
Yeah, it's definitely more than just like thinking happy thoughts.
Right. It's a whole approach to life.
It's about taking control,
Yes.
living with intention.
And creating a life that you truly love.
Well said. So to our listeners out there,
Yes.
if you're feeling stuck or uninspired,
Mm-hmm.
give this positivity coaching thing a try.
I second that. And definitely check out Angelo's book.
It's a good one.
It is. All right. Until next time, everyone, keep those positive vibes flowing.
And remember, you've got this.